Hello friends, welcome to our channel Knowledge Amplifier. So in our previous video, we already discussed how we can create reusable SQL queries using Athena's Parameterized Query or Prepared Statement feature. We basically created the prepared statement using Athena console, and then we have seen how to reuse that. And not only that, we have also seen how to call a prepared statement or parameterized query from Python using boto3 for Athena, right? If you want to know that detailed explanation, you can go through the link given in the description box. Now today in this particular video, let us try to understand how we can create parameterized queries from boto3 itself. Like earlier we discussed how we can call prepared statement. Now we will create prepared statement from boto3. Okay. So here what I did in S3, here we are having a bucket where a file is there. And in Athena, basically I am creating an external table pointing to that location. Okay. So I'll first drop the table if it exists. So it is executed successfully. Now here what I'm doing, I'm creating the table. Okay. Right. And then if I do select star from ID's demo, here we will see, here we are getting the data properly. Right. Now, if you recall our previous video, we created the prepared statement using this kind of query, prepare, and then we have to provide the statement name, like we used ID's full as statement name. You can provide any statement name as per your choice. Then from this clause you have to use, and then you have to provide the main SQL query which you want to reuse. Okay, like for example, in this case, we want to compute sepal length sum from ID's demo table for different variety. Okay, so whenever we want to execute this prepared statement, in the execute clause, we need to pass for which variety or for which class we want to get the sum of sepal length. Okay, sometimes we can pass Virginica, sometimes we can pass Setosa, sometimes we can pass Versicolor, etc. etc. And that way, this particular SQL query can be reused because here the filter condition is not hard coded. It is we are passing while executing the query. Okay, that's why it is called parameterized query or prepared statement. Okay. Now here we created this thing in Athena console. Now let's see how to create the prepared statement from Python. Okay. So here what I will do first, in Google Colab Notebook, first I will install boto3. Okay. Because this boto3 we are going to use for creating the Athena client. So here if you see, we are importing boto3. We are using access key and secret key based authentication. And here we are using boto3.session. We are passing access key, secret key and the region name. And here we are creating the client for our Athena. Okay. Up to this it is very simple as we used earlier. Now here to create the prepared statement in Athena documentation for boto3, if you observe, here there is a method available and the method name is create prepared statement. The must parameters what you need to pass, those are the statement name. What should be the name of your prepared statement? Like here when we created from Athena console, then here we need to provide the prepared statement name, right? Similarly, here the prepared statement name we have to pass using this particular key. Then in which work group the prepared statement will be created, that work group name we have to pass. And then here the query statement. That is what SQL query you want to reuse. Okay, like query statement in this case is basically this particular query that I want to use, right? So following that particular documentation, here I am creating the prepared statement. So Athena client I am using, which is created here. And then we are calling the method create prepared statement. We are passing the statement name, ID is full, the same name we are providing. Then here work group we are passing. We are having only one work group as of now, primary. So I am creating the prepared statement under primary work group only. And then what is the query statement that we are passing? Select sum of sepal length from the table where the variety is question mark. Okay. So let's run this one. So here's it is done. The point to be noted is, whenever we execute any SQL query in Athena using start query execution, then we need to provide the location of the S3 where actually the result set will be written. But when you are using create prepared statement API, you no need to provide that. Just run it. Okay. In the backend, the prepared statement will be created in your Athena. Okay. So like I can directly use that particular prepared statement now here. Like for example, if I'm executing execute IDs full using Virginica. So if I am just running that, so what will happen? Basically, it will give me the result set where the SQL query select sum of sepal length from ID's demo where variety equal to Virginica. Okay. So the result we are getting 329.399 something. And earlier when we executed this query, select sum of sepal length from ID's demo where variety equal to Virginica, then also you got the same result, right? So this way, using boto3, you can create the prepared statement. Like I can give some other name, Setosa. For Setosa class, what is the sum of sepal length if I want to get? We are getting 250.299. And if we are explicitly executing this query, select sum of sepal length from ID's demo where variety equal to Setosa, then also we are getting 250.299 as we are getting here. Okay, that means whatever prepared statement we created using Athena boto3 client, it is working as expected as we generated from Athena console directly. Okay, now let's see another API related to this, and that is update prepared statement. Suppose I want to update any existing prepared statement. So that time what we need to do? That time we have to use update prepared statement API. Okay. Then you need to provide the statement name. So iris fulla, this prepared statement, whatever we created here, that we want to update. Okay. The work group name we are providing, which is same as primary. And then query statement we are updating. Instead of sum of sepal length, this time we are computing sum of petal length for different class. Okay. So the class name we are making parameterized. So variety equal to question mark is there. So this time the prepared statement, what it will do? The name is same, just the computation in the backend, instead of sepal length sum, it will do petal length sum. Okay. So let's run this one. And here, see, it is updated. Okay. So now, if I just maybe execute, for example, if I just copy this one, and here if I paste this, select sum of petal length, let me do. Select sum of petal length from ID's demo where variety equal to Virginica. If I just execute, let's see what result we are getting. Okay, we are getting this result. Okay. Now, if I execute the prepared statement, then also we should get the same result for Virginica, because in the backend we updated from sepal length to petal length, right? So let's execute this one. So if I am executing here, we will see the result 277.599. Same result. Okay. So that means the prepared statement is updated. Okay. Now we understood how to create prepared statement using boto3, how to update prepared statement using boto3. Now let's see how to delete prepared statement. Okay. So delete process is like, for example, if you want to do from Athena console, you have to execute with deallocate. Deallocate prepare, then the statement name. So if I execute this particular code, let me show you. Deallocate prepare and the prepare statement name, which is iris fulla. If I execute this one, here's the query executed successfully. So now if I am executing this query again for the prepared statement, we should get error because we removed the prepared statement, right? So let's execute. If I am running again, see prepared statement was not found in the work group. So let's create the prepared statement again using create prepared statement API basically. So here what I will do, I will create this one. Okay, it is created. So again, it will basically compute sum of sepal length where variety equal to the variety name, whatever we can pass. Like for example, if I am querying this one, execute iris fulla using Virginica. So sum of sepal length for Virginica class is 329 we are getting. And if I execute this query with normal approach, then also we got 329, right? So again, the statement is stated. Now suppose instead of using Athena console, you want to delete a prepared statement using boto3. Then how to do that? It is very simple. That is, you have to use one API with the method delete prepared statement. Okay, and then you have to pass the statement name and the work group. Okay, so let's see that before executing the delete prepared statement, let me execute this again and show you. Here it is perfectly working. That means prepared statement is available. And now I will just execute this particular shell. Okay, it is executed. And now let's execute this particular prepared statement again. Let's try to execute. See, if we are doing, again we are getting the same error. Prepared statement was not found in the work group. That means using this particular method delete prepared statement, we can delete any existing prepared statement. So we understood how to create prepared statement using boto3, how to execute prepared statement using boto3. Already I discussed earlier. We understood how to update prepared statement using boto3. We understood how to delete prepared statement using Athena console as well as boto3. Okay, right? I hope you understood this. Obviously, if you want to explore more, you can check this documentation link. I'll be sharing in the description box or in the comment section. Now let's understand one more important point. Okay, prepared statement is not only used for reusability purpose. That is one point. We understood that, okay, fine. If we want to execute one particular SQL query again and again, and all we need to do just change the where clause condition. Then we can go with prepared statement, and we can put as many parameters as possible for all possible filters, right? That also we have seen. Now, not only that, there is another advantage of using prepared statement, and that is security. Okay, that's what heading I have given here. Security using Amazon Athena Parameterized Queries. How this particular prepared statement helps us for security, let's see that. Okay, right? So here currently if I am executing the prepared statement, let's see whether it is there or not. It is not there. Okay, so what I will do, I will just create the prepared statement directly from Athena console to show you how it can be useful to increase the security. Okay, so the prepared statement is created. Now if I just simply do execute this particular prepared statement with this particular parameter, then here we are getting the result, right? When we are passing Virginica, so sum of sepal length for Virginica class we are getting. Okay, I can show you the data also. So let me just save this particular data. This we got by executing the prepared statement, and if we are doing directly using SQL query, here we will be getting the same result. Okay, right? That means our prepared statement is perfectly working. Okay, cool. Now suppose you build a front-end system. In the front-end system, user will just pass for which variety he or she need to get the sum of sepal length, like Virginica, versicolor, or Setosa, etc., etc. And that result set you will compute in the backend from Athena and then pass it in the front-end system. Okay, suppose that's how the architecture is. Now what you are currently doing, you are currently keeping this particular place as placeholder. Okay, maybe using string concatenation in Python, you are adding that filter condition whatever user is passing. So suppose you are executing this query directly in the backend system in Athena, then instead of passing a single class, if user want, he or she can get sum of sepal length for the complete table for all the classes. How? Like for example, what user can do in the filter, if you just put a text box where user can enter the filter condition, in the filter, if user is giving this kind of input, Virginica or 1 equal to 1. Just think like this way. Okay, so what will happen in that case? Here you just kept like this way up to this. Select sepal length, select sum of sepal length from the table where variety equal to one placeholder you kept, and in the placeholder you are expecting whatever user will give input, that one you will put and compute the result. And now user, due to some reason, instead of putting one single class name, he or she is putting this kind of input. Okay, so now what will happen? Because user is putting 1 equal to 1, this condition is always satisfied. So basically this sum of sepal length, now the result set will not only for Virginica class, but rather it will return for overall table. Okay, irrespective of class. So if I am executing this one, here you will see the sum of sepal length basically 876. Basically it is sum of sepal length for whole table. Like if I just execute select sum of sepal length from this particular table, you will see you will get 876.5. See, 876.5. So here what is happening? Here SQL injection attack is happening. Here you are expecting that user will pass only one single class, but due to some reason, user intentionally or unintentionally passing such input for which the complete table result set user is getting, and might be this is some confidential information and user is getting that. So that is not good for our system design or security aspect, right? So what we can do, instead of using this kind of query in the backend directly, where user filter you are directly putting or appending in an SQL query and executing that in Athena, you should use prepared statement. So let's see whether prepared statement can prevent this kind of issue or not. So here we already created a prepared statement, iris fulla, and here execute iris fulla using Virginica we have done. Now suppose here instead of Virginica, user is putting Virginica or 1 equal to 1. For SQL injection attack, the user is doing like this way. Let's see. So if you are executing this one, so ideally you can think that okay, this particular whole thing will come here and then it will try to execute this particular query and it will return the result set, right? But that is not what is happening. See, it is throwing an error. Left side of logical expression must evaluate to a boolean. So in simple words, this kind of stuff, our prepared statement is stopping from execution. Okay, it will only expect one single string. If you are providing that, that is fine. If user is providing something else, so that the complete table data somehow will be exposed to user, that is automatically prevented by prepared statement, as you can see here. Because prepared statement only expect one single string value, Virginica, or condition, etc. It will not allow. If you are putting, it will throw error. But if you're just executing in the backend this kind of SQL query, then there is obviously a possibility that the user can put this kind of condition for which the complete data information can be exposed, right? So using prepared statement, you understood, you can increase the security. This kind of SQL injection attack can be stopped, right? Obviously, you can explore more from this particular blog, where basically it is explained in detail that how to improve reusability as well as security using Amazon Athena Parameterized Queries. Okay, this particular blog link I'll be providing in the description box. You can go through that. So I hope you understood today how to create prepared statement, update prepared statement, delete prepared statement, and how prepared statement help us to increase the security for our overall system. This is all for this video. If you find this video helpful, then please like, share and comment. Subscribe our channel if you haven't subscribed till now. And don't forget to press the bell icon to get the notification of our latest videos. Thank you.